Hi ladies, it's Ziva here. Welcome back to my channel. So today you guys are going to get my blood pressure higher than it already is. I feel like it's my job, it's my duty to come on here, do this video and really give the girls, the girlies, the ladies, the women some real information. TikTok at Miss_Ziva. Follow her over there for outfits and some positive stuff, whatever I talk about. This is not pajamas. This is a cute little dress, okay? But you know, it kind of looks like PJs right now. If you're going to ask me where I got this is old Zara from like a year, 2 years ago, whenever it was. So you won't be able to get this. Now, let's get into today's video, which is really about I can't yes, I'm doing a video on this. Okay, so it's about women who, like, it's your body, it's your choice. Stop playing with me, okay? Please stop playing with me. Now, I had a DM. Lady, if you are watching this, I'm not coming for you, okay? So I'm not playing with your wig, but what I am going to do is just let you understand why I'm doing today's video. Now, I received a DM and this lady, she's very, very friendly, okay? And she basically said to me, look, you said in a video that you would sleep with someone if they have done this, or whatever it was. And she was like, you know, basically asking for advice on her own situation. It is your body, okay? It is your choice, okay? It's not up to anybody else. It's not up to me. It's not up to the guy you're seeing. It's not about what he thinks. It's not about what any other guys think. It's about what you think, what you want to do, what you feel comfortable with. Do you know this person? Do you know this person? Do you know this person? Do they know your middle name? Have they shown you that they are worthy of your time, your attention, and then your body, which is your health, your wealth? What have they shown you? What have they given you? How much time have they invested in you? How much do they show you and pour into you and show you that you are just incredible, you are amazing, you are just the thing that they need in their life? How much do they do that to you? How long have they been waiting? Men do this thing where they have an objective in mind. I have done a deep I did a deep dive, okay? It was The Secret, What Men Don't Tell You About Intimacy. I'm sure that's what I called it, and I had like a yellow background. That video will give you the entire insight you need, but this is going to be a bit more insight. Now, men they approach you and they're going on a few dates with you and they have an objective in mind. When I first started dating better, when I first started dating, you know, a different kind of, you know, class of men, let's just say, like, you can feel like, oh, okay, yeah, this is really different. But once you've been doing it for a minute, you just get used to it, and even that isn't really like, that doesn't even impress you anymore either. It impresses you more than other things, but it's not like, oh my gosh, wow. It's just like, oh, okay, yeah, you should be doing that. So at the end of the day, the goalpost kind of keeps on moving and it is just going up, and there's more that people need to do to impress you. And I'll be honest, the older you get, that is kind of what happens naturally. So because, you know, not everything is new and exciting anymore, so it just takes a lot more to kind of wow you. That's just what happens when you get a bit older. Now, I would say that men have this thing where they have stayed pretty much primal, in the sense that they see you, they're attracted to you, and they want to French connection UK. Stop playing with my wig if you think that that is not what they want to do. That is what they want to do, okay? Women seem to, like, their primal state has very much changed with a lot of women in society. And this is this whole like androgynous like world that we are coming into now, whereby women are working harder than a lot of men. Women are like the breadwinners in the household. Women are putting off having a family because they're like so into their careers and they're like taking that on. Women don't want anything from men, you know, they don't want their money, they don't want anything from them. So what else do you want from a man apart from him to French connection UK you? There needs to be other things in the mix, as in impressing you, wowing you, and really just like doing whatever it takes to make you a happier person. If they're not adding to your life, what is the point of them being there? Because you can just replace that with a toy. I'm just saying it because some women they think that they need that so badly. I'm not one of these people who's going to come on here and say, it's so much fun and, you know, women need that too, because I'm just not like that, okay? That's just not how I am wired. And I feel like a lot of women have been brainwashed into taking on that kind of identity, that high sex driven identity, because they feel like it's what men want. They feel like it's the conversation that the girls you know, find interesting when you're going out for cocktails. They feel like, oh, it's a normal part of society wanting those things because it was on Sex in the City, it's on like every single film you put on. You know, they're bringing all of that stuff into it. They're even making sexual innuendos on like Disney films and whatnot. Okay, so it's like it's kind of like bombarding you. And we have got to remember, ladies, who are the people who are putting these things on the screens? Who are the people who are usually writing these things and producing, directing? They're usually men. So they are putting these things out into the world, and you guys are you're just eating it up, okay? You are eating it up like it's a carrot cake. And I am just wondering what happened to us using our brain cells. Now, I have got 320 videos on this channel. They discuss becoming the woman who you want to be, feeling good about yourself, looking good, feeling good, getting out there, living life, dating more successful men. I speak about all of this stuff. I speak about not just dating these people, not just like going on dates, but is it beneficial? Is it beneficial for you? Is it financially beneficial for you? Are they paying your rent? Or like, are they investing lots of time into you? Do they know anything about you? Do they even know your middle name? Do they know your favorite color? How many places have you been to with this person? What have they bothered to get to know about you? Do they even care an ounce about you? If you cannot answer all of those questions with certainty, if you don't even know all of those answers, if you haven't even thought about that and you are going into the bedroom with somebody, I'll be honest, I have a problem with that, because I want women to look after themselves. And this is just because I feel like women are, I know lots of women, they feel like they need to be in competition with men, and, you know, they want to be equal with men, but we're actually not equal. We're actually better in terms of a lot of different things. And yes, I believe that, because I just do. I just do. Lots of the things that women go through, if it was a man, he wouldn't be able to do it. But then at the same, you know, on the other hand, there are things that men do that women would find very difficult or would be scared to do, blah blah blah, like working on a roof and doing a new roof. Like, you don't see many women doing that. There are things that men need to do, and there are things that women need to do. There are things they can handle, and there are things that we can handle. Okay, don't even bother saying it. Of course a woman can get on a freaking roof and she can, what I'm getting myself worked up now. So if you understand, then you understand. And if you don't, I want you to stick around because I want you to understand, and I want you to stop disrespecting yourself by lowering yourself because you think a man wants to French Connection UK and with you, and you feel compelled like you have to do it just because someone has said something to you, because he's whispered that into your ear. You don't do anything you don't want to do. If that means that that person is going to fall off the face of the earth, then wave goodbye, and move on. That's how I feel about it. Now, let's be very clear. I do have people waiting for a long time to get with this. And I mean like a year. Stop playing about with me, because I'm the kind of person, if somebody falls off because they want something and they're a little brat and they're upset because they can't have it, I would rather that they just get away from me, because I've got to look after myself and I've got to make sure that one has the right intentions with this, because I care about me. And once all women start caring about themselves, putting themselves first instead of this man's wants and needs, because it is so, we all know men have needs. Well, guess what? I do too. And my needs have to come first before any of your needs can be met. That's how it needs to work. Okay? What are your needs, lady? What are your needs? Write them down, and do not budge in terms of giving your body to somebody, sharing your body with somebody, until all of your needs have been met. If somebody else goes into my messages and says to me, Ziva, I'm thinking about sleeping with X, Y, and Z, what do you think? I'm just going to send you the link to this video, because I feel like that there's only so much you can say in like a message, and you need to understand that it is up to you. I want women to understand that the choice is yours. It is your body and it is up to you. It's not up to me. It's not up to him. It's up to you. Some people come from households, I do, that are very quiet when it comes to speaking about these topics. There's no speaking about sex education at home. Like, the only time I ever learned about that was literally at school. And it's kind of just a joke. You're at school and, everyone's laughing and everyone's giggling and, it's just funny, kind of. But in my household, that was something that was never spoken about. And I am somebody who literally, I was quite young when I went there the first time. I was quite young, and it was on the basis, because this is when I was very young. So if you're still a woman and you're still thinking in that way, I need you to really take this video on board. So my thing at that time was it was like a bit pressured. It was a bit of a pressured situation for me, and I kind of felt like, oh, it was something I needed to do, or it's something that people do. And I was young. Okay, I was young. And if you haven't grown up in a household where like relationships or certain things are spoken about, you just have to find your way yourself. And if you are young and like me, you dating somebody older, they have influence on you, and like it's just I really wish that I was spoken to about certain things. I think it would have just saved me a lot of trial and error of having to figure things just completely out from scratch for myself. But when you get to being an adult, you just have to use your own brain. Your mum's not going to give you advice on this anymore unless you have like such a great bond with your mum. But most people just, they find their own way when they get to adulthood. And if you are a grown up and you're messaging me asking me if you should lie on your back and do something intimate with somebody, I don't know what you want me to tell you. How does that person treat you? Is it the way you want to be treated? Have you known them over a long period of time? Have they invested in you? Are they paying? Like, do you have to worry about things? Are they paying for things? Is your life improved with that person being around? Yes or no? If all of that has been answered and it's great answers, go ahead and yes. Because even if he turns around and he says straight afterwards or the next day, he's ghosting you, you will not have egg on your face because you have accumulated more, right? But if you have gained absolutely nothing, if you don't even know this person, he hasn't even had to use a brain cell of his trying to think about impressing you. He's just coming there, said, taken you out for a meal, or known you for maybe 2 months, and all of a sudden, I think we've really got to weigh up what is worth it. And for me, my sanity is worth it. Because I don't want to, nobody is going to get the upper hand over me and my body. That's something I am very serious about. And ladies, we need to get with the program. And if we were all on the same program, if we were all on the same chapter, all on the same page of the same book, okay, life would be a lot easier because men would understand the memo from the get-go, right? Because we understand their memo. We know all men everywhere around the world, they want to French Connection UK. We know that. We know that they are coming up to us, and all of you delusional people who think that they're coming over to you because they like your personality when they haven't even known your personality yet are losing the plot, okay? They're coming over to you because they like the look of you. That look makes them sexually attracted to you, and it makes them think of French Connection UK. Stop playing with me if you think that that's not the case. That is the case. Let's move on. So women need to get into the mindset of, okay, I know that men are going to want that from me. I know that. I've got this look going because I want them to want that. Because once they want that, I have leverage. That leverage means I can get them to do things that I want. They're going to be, going above and beyond. I'm going to be really looked after in the way that I want to. At the end of the day, it's really about all women getting on the same wavelength so that everybody just knows what it is. You see me, you approach me because you're attracted to me, you do what I want, and then we'll see if we get there. Okay, that's how it goes. And they need to go above and beyond just for the pure hope that it will happen one day. And they will do that because they do that. And if they don't, then it means that they were never that bothered about you in the first place. This is actually a very good way to gauge. So I was going to say wage. I started saying weigh and then gauge. God. To weigh up how somebody actually feels about you, if they care about you, if they think that you're worthy of anything, of their time, of dates, of their money, their hard-earned money and success, if they want to be seen out with you, if they just want to go over to your house and not do any Netflix and they just want to chill. Okay, so like I said, ladies, I'm going to leave it here. Stop playing with my wig and make up your own decisions when it comes to your own body. Okay, do the right thing for you and stop asking everybody what they think. I can understand if you ask me. I can understand that. But I also want you to, even if I say, look, I only sleep with someone if they have proposed to me. Like, does that mean that's the only thing you're going to do as well? Like, you have to do what you want, what feels right to you, because it's your life. Your life is yours. It's not mine. And what you can do is you can take this advice and you can make it make sense for you. So I said about, I've had people waiting a year and stuff, and even after that I might disappear, who knows, right? But at the end of the day, that's my choice and I have to do what's right for me. I cannot ask anybody else because nobody knows what is better for me than I do. And once women start realizing that they have to go with their emotions are guiding them to the right choice, the right decision. And a lot of the time when women are choosing to sleep with someone, it's because of like low self-esteem. It's because of conditioning from things around us, films, television, girl talk, all of that kind of thing, that is the guy that you're dating, etc., making you think that that is something that is really needed. Men and women both really need that. And at the end of the day, women don't. Like, you don't physically need that. Men will have pain downstairs if they don't release. We all know this. And women don't get anything like that, okay? It's not a physical need that we have. For men it is, okay? And it's something that we all know this. It's on their brain like I think it's like every 5 seconds or something ridiculous, or whatever it is. And I think it gets less and less the older that they get. Comment below, actually, if you know the real statistics, then please comment that below. I'm not totally sure on the seconds. But for women, it's just not like that. And one thing that we care about more is how we're being treated, if we're being respected, if somebody is making us feel special. That is actually what counts. And you will feel special when you have a need, like your rent being paid and him fulfilling it every month. That shows he cares. Then all he has to do is take you to Nobu. Imagine that he has to take you to Nobu 3 times and then you are ready to go to intimate levels. It's not good enough. And we are coming up to 2025. Let's change this. Let's change. Let's have women get onto the same memo. Everybody knows the dealio. Men know what's going on. We know what's going on. And all of us are just like, we're making a point that we are actually important. Our bodies are important. And you have to show me you're worthy of this before you can come anywhere near me. Let's get there. Let's get to that point. And where women can make the right decision for themselves in terms of going to that next level with somebody, because you can't always have somebody right there to hold your hand. You have to learn to make decisions for yourself. And at the end of the day, this is a big decision, because when you are like dating, you're in the dating scene, or whatever, this is something that is going to come up with everybody you date, because we all know, and like I've mentioned several times in this video, that men are going to want that and they are going to bring it up. They're going to be flirting with you. They're going to be doing all of this stuff, because at the end of the day, that is something that they need. And you're sitting in front of them, so guess who they need that from at that time? You, lady. So let's get to the point where we say, look, I've got to do what's right for me. He wants that, but that's not going to pressure me. What has he done for me? What is he doing for me? How long and consistent has he been doing it for me for? Then I'll think about it. Then I will think about thinking about it. That's where we need to get to. Ladies, I'll see you in the next video.